Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another movie review in a few. That's right, we'll give you a movie review in 10 minutes or less, or maybe 12 minutes. It depends. Sometimes I go long. Anyhow, today we're talking about Beast, starring Idris Elba. This was a movie, we saw the trailer for it last year, for it coming to theaters, where it's basically Idris Elba and his two daughters, young teenage daughters, and they go on this safari in Africa. They meet up with a friend, and there's basically this rogue lion, and it's kind of like Jaws, except with a lion, and never got a chance to go see it. Unfortunately, just got too busy with the holidays and stuff. When did it come out?
Exactly. I think it came in like in November, because we had planned to go see it, and we're like, oh yeah, we want to see that. And then whenever we were able to, either another movie came out or there was always something. So we never made it. But it came out on Amazon.
That's
and
right.
We were like, well, now's the chance, since we didn't get to the theater. This would have been a fun one to see on the theater screen, because, you know, that Beast was pretty cool. But, you know, Idris Elba he plays Dr. Nathaniel Daniels, and he's a widowed husband, and his two girls, there's definitely some resentment, because he was always off doing his stuff.
Important doctor stuff. Oh, excuse me for not being home as I was doing important doctor stuff. And the girl's like, not doing doctor stuff on our mom who died.
Yep,
bastard.
There was a lot of resentment, particularly from the older daughter, played by Ayanna Haley. She was great. The younger daughter, Leah Jeffries, she was great. And the guy who I thought, so they go to Africa. Sharlto Copley plays Martin, and to me, he stole the movie. I thought he was fantastic. I loved everything about his character. Healthy, injured. He was just and he went out on a high note.
Well, he's another one of those actors you don't see a lot of, so you can just really buy him in that role. Whereas, you know, with Idris Elba, it's like, it's Luther. No, it's not. It's this guy, you know. So,
yeah.
But Idris Elba, you know, he can work a different accent, so no British accent like he normally has. It was fast-paced. It was an hour and a half long. It was brutal. I mean, the lion, the main lion that was doing all the damage was brutal. And the thing I thought was cool is the CG effects. Because, I mean, you know, it's different when it's like the Incredible Hulk or something like that that's made up. But when it's a real creature, you can really look at it and try to pick it apart like, oh, that doesn't look real, or that...
We were even looking where his footprints went in the sand, how the footprints went down. You could see the sand shift. Mm-hmm. And I was like, wow, that really was good. They wind up going on this basically a safari, because, you know, that's where Idris and his wife had met, so he was taking the girls back there, and it was supposed to be just a fun thing. They do a nice setup job, so it isn't just action. You know, the background with the girls, the husband, the wife, where they met, why they did it, the resentment for the dad for what he was doing.
And not only that, but the movie actually starts with some poachers.
Right, which is what I was going to say.
Okay, so it starts with these poachers, and you almost get the sense, and, you know, I'm curious to see what you think of this, because we haven't really talked about it much. You get the sense that this lion basically goes rogue because of the poachers.
No, they explain that.
Oh, they did?
Yes, in the movie. At the end. So there's poachers and there's anti-poachers.
Yeah.
And Martin, we find out, because the young daughter is like, oh, are you one of those anti-poachers where you actually kill the poachers and stuff? And he says, we're here to protect the animals.
Right.
Okay, that's cool. And then at the end, they wind up seeing him in there, and they're trying to get rescued by these poachers that you see at the beginning. And then they recognize Martin, and they're like, oh my God, he's an anti-poacher. He killed him and stuff.
Right.
So these are the poachers at the very beginning of the movie. They start taking out prides. They're killing off all the lions. Right. They make a comment at the end, because they're trying to figure out, why is he in this territory? And they're like, the poachers killed off his entire pride. So now the lion was taking revenge for the loss of his pride.
That's pretty much what I just said.
Yeah, but you said it as a question mark.
Right.
No, they answered that in there. That's exactly why the lion went completely psycho and was unstoppable. Besides being the largest apex predator, he was impressive.
And that's where, there's some problems with the movie in regards to this lion takes people out pretty quickly, okay? And even the anti-poacher friend of Idris Elba's character, gets injured pretty badly. Not mortally. He does end up dying in the movie, but not from the wound. But my point is, the big climax, we all know what it's going to be. Idris Elba versus the lion.
Man versus man.
The stuff this lion does to Idris Elba is just like... Here's what I compare it to. Did you ever see the movie Piranha?
Oh, yes. Way back when.
So, in Piranha, for those that haven't seen it, we're talking in the 80s, maybe late 70s it came out.
Yeah.
As soon as somebody gets in the water, boom, the piranha are there, dude's toast.
Blood.
Except for the hero.
Yep.
The hero is able... He realizes, as the hero... to save the day, he's got to swim through the water. And you're like, well, that can't happen, because as soon as somebody gets in the water,
he's dead.
They're dead. Not the hero. Well, the hero can get in the water and do a swim just get bit.
You have to suspend belief in this movie. And so, like, when he's going after some of the guys, you see the lion, and his teeth are, like, this long.
They're just huge.
And you just see it, like, it'll go right through somebody's leg. He'll rip off the leg. Literally, it's the old adage. The lion would walk up, rip your leg off, and beat you over the head with it. Yeah. The lion would do that. Except when it comes to Idris Elba at the end, and you're like, oh, one bite, dude, you're dead. Right. Oh, no. Swipe, slash.
Not only that, but
swipe, Idris kicks him and punches him, and I'm like, come on.
It's almost like Siegfried and Roy as well, where the lion grabs him with his teeth and is like, and now you're over here, and just and throws him.
Yes.
You're like, oh my God, all this stuff you're doing killed everybody else, but not Idris Elba, man. This dude can take it.
Yep. No, and like I said, he punches him when he's on the ground there, and he kicks him once, and the lion's like, rrr. And it'd be like, that's nice, minus an arm.
Right.
Kick.
The crushing power of his jaws would be, I'll just crush your head like a watermelon and we'll call it a day.
Now,
which he had the opportunity to do.
The theory behind it was neat, because he was smart. He realized that they're all going to die, and he takes them back into the territorial spot where the two brothers that you get met, lion brothers, wind up coming to attack him.
Right, because they're protecting their property.
One of the other big problems that I had was there was this building, this old school, that is right across from the Pride's territory, where the poachers have been hanging out and using as a base. Well, then that Pride would have been gone a long time ago.
Right.
So, again, there was many, many good things about this movie, but there were just big pieces that didn't fit together.
I'd still say there was, and I hear that, but I still say the good outweighs the bad.
It does.
Because it is a tight hour and a half. It's a fun movie if you're into lions and stories like this. Because once again, it's not like it's just a new story or anything. I think you'll like the movie. I'm going to go out and give it. I'll give it a 7.5.
7.5. We're pretty close. I enjoyed it. Like I said, there were a couple of big things that brought it down for me. But the small things that were great it was all the acting, the storyline, everything like that. It was absolutely fantastic. There were so many good things to this movie that the good really outweighed the bad. I'm giving it an 8.0. I absolutely think it is a good watch movie.
Idris Elba did a solid job, as always. He did a really good job.
They all did.
They all did.
And like I said, Martin, his character was hands down my favorite. And if you're going to go out in a blaze of glory like he did. Literally, it was fantastic. So, I would recommend seeing this. Rotten Tomatoes, the critics gave it a 68. Not surprised, because it probably didn't have enough messaging for them. Audience gave it a 77.
So there you go. Right with us, basically.
They're right in the same ballpark with us. So, hey, join the rest of us. Give it a watch. It costs you nothing now on Amazon, and it is a solid flick.
There you go. You'll enjoy it as much as you will enjoy Core Draft The Reckoning. That's right, Core Draft The Reckoning, coming at you from Dennis and Andy, bring you this fantastic barbarian book full of fun, excitement, barbarian action, and a deep, intriguing story.
With big animals that also will crush you and rip you to pieces.
That's right. The exciting news is, yes, this says 76,900. If you take the Kickstarter, though, which is 3,101, and add those together, booyah, guys, we have unlocked the next stretch goal because we combine the campaigns, which means everybody is going to get the Lilith, I'll just scroll down this way, the Lilith character card, playable character card. Let's show you guys all the free stuff you're getting besides the book, besides the 76-page graphic novel. You are going to be getting these stretch goals right here. The Core Draft playable character card, great art on the front, character stats on the back. Same with Adriana. The Shattered Reach map everybody's getting, and now everybody is getting the Lilith character card. She's a playable character as well. Playable character, what do you mean? What I mean is Dennis crafted this beautiful game, Mayhem in the Mirador Mountains, featuring Core Draft. It's just it's a different story from what the book is, so you're not playing the story that's in the book. So it's actually a nice little bonus short story, if you will. And it's playable with characters you've created or the Core Draft characters, which these character cards, tell them the good news, can be played with other games.
That's right. So we will work out all the statistics for it, and you'll be able to drop it in this game or simple conversion for whatever system that you're using. But you will be able to utilize these characters in this game or another game. They are cool. They are fun. And with the player cards, you're definitely going to want them. And we will be announcing fairly soon what the next stretch goal is for you guys. We'll be doing a stream on that.
Stay tuned for that. Get yourself the oversized hardcover artist edition, black, white, and raw, spotlighting the black and white original artwork that I'm doing. It's the whole story and covers and more. Of course, we're bringing back the parody ad. Gotta love the parody ad. We've got a couple different t-shirts to choose from, a beanie, and like we said, it is available on Indiegogo or Kickstarter, whichever you prefer. It's up to you. And it's the exact same, all the perks, everything's the same. Back it wherever you like. Back it more than once if you would like. That would be great too. And thank you all so much that have already supported it. I always say it, but it's true. We could not bring this book to you without your support and your continued support. So please share it out there. And we'll catch you guys with another movie review in a few very soon. Bye-bye.
Prosper.
certified badass.